Welcome back, everyone, for the fourth and final installment of our cybersecurity certification with Montford Middle School. This is Mr. Stitt, and I'm joining you for the final round of this long journey that we've been on together. We've learned so much about how to stay safe online, how to be good, ethical citizens online, and now we're diving into part 4. I hope you guys, students, I hope you did a really good job on your KAHOOT game, and just to make sure that you have that worksheet with you, you're going to need your worksheet for one final lesson, and make sure you're taking notes, because that's going to come in handy when you do your cyber safety security certification at the very end of this lecture, okay? And teachers, also be ready one final time. We're going to do one final KAHOOT game to wrap everything up. All right, guys, so let's dive into part 4. Here we go. All right, team, so part 4, protecting your computer from security threats. So you're not the only one who's in danger of online predators. Your physical device, your computer, can be very much at risk when you're playing games online, when you're using social media, and when you're going to websites. So you have to be careful. You don't want your computer to die. You don't want your mobile device to die. So you have to take steps to protect it. So let's talk about what we're going to learn today. All right, first things first, we're going to distinguish between viruses and malware. Ooh, big words. We're going to learn what they mean. We're going to describe common threats used to spread malware and viruses. We're going to perform an antivirus scan on a computer system, and we're going to describe what a strong password practice looks like. And then we're going to practice cyber safety techniques to protect your computer systems. And last, we're going to identify security issues related to mobile phones. All very important things, guys, and things that adults, and not just adults, but organizations deal with a lot. Sometimes you might have heard on the news about cyber hacking, people getting into government organizations and private companies, their organization and their computer systems, and it can cause devastating havoc on the system. So let's learn all about this. All right, guys, so first things first, what is malware? Malware is any program or file that is designed to damage a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone, or to gain unauthorized access to a device. I want you guys to picture COVID-19, that virus that affected people's physical bodies all throughout the world in 2020 and 2019, and even till today. It's still affecting people today. Now, that's a physical virus, but malware is kind of like a computer virus. It's a program that's meant to make your computer sick. Now, antivirus software, on the other hand, is software that protects your computer from any virus-related harm. It's kind of like a multivitamin or a vitamin C or some form of medicine for the physical body. That's what an antivirus is for your computer system. So malware is the bad stuff. Antivirus is the good stuff. Let's learn more. How do you avoid malware? How do you avoid your computer getting sick? Well, you should probably avoid peer-to-peer sites or torrents. Sometimes these are filled with easily downloadable content, but it's malicious content that's meant to infect your computer. Consider only downloading from well-known and legitimate sites. So think about popular sites that are very reputable. If you're going to websites that look like they were created by a student, probably not best to download something from that website. But if the site looks professional and it seems like a reputable company, then you're probably good to download something. If your browser pops up a warning message about the site that you're on or the file that you're downloading, consider exiting immediately and run a virus scan. So your computer has built-in software that you didn't even have to download yourself. But if that pop-up warning comes up, you better listen to it and go ahead and exit out of whatever you're in. Consider running an antivirus scan immediately after downloading anything, and also on a regular basis. A lot of us forget to do this because we're so busy with our work on our computers, but you should really consider doing an antivirus scan occasionally, not only on your computer, but what about on your mobile device as well? Consider keeping your antivirus software, your browser, and your operating systems updated. Install all the updates right away. I know I do this with my personal phone device. I try to, every time that there's an update available on my iPhone, I try to update immediately. I know it takes a lot of time and it's a little inconvenient, but it can sure go a long way in protecting your device. What about mobile devices? I talked a little bit about mine, but how can you protect your mobile device? Consider using a personal identification number, a PIN, or a password. I know it's a little frustrating to have to log into your phone every time, but I guarantee you, you don't want to be allowing people to easily get access to your phone. That's not a good idea. A lot of phones now have facial recognition as well, or thumbprint ID. Consider using these as a precaution as well. Use precaution on the types of applications that you install on your device. Some may seem like they're good apps, but oftentimes they're riddled with malware and they can really harm your device. So be careful with what you download. Download an app that'll wipe your data if your phone is lost or stolen. This is a really great idea. That way, people won't get access to private information that you might have on your phone. Download an app to help you find your phone's location. This can be really good. Say you go on a field trip, or say you go someplace with your friends, but you have your phone out and oh my gosh, you forgot your phone. You left it in that place. Well, have you considered having another device that has a location app for your phone? That'd be a good place to start. Watch out for apps that are designed to steal your information. Only download apps from reputable marketplaces and read the reviews. This goes hand in hand with when we were talking about internet searching. Try not to go to sites that look a little sketchy. Use your best judgment, but same thing with apps. Don't download apps that look sketchy, or maybe you've heard a lot of bad information about. That's just dangerous. Check your phone settings to make sure that the apps are not collecting information on your location. That's really dangerous too. You don't want to give these online predators a pinpoint location of where you're at all times. So try to tell these apps not to track your progress. I know I do. Last thing today, guys, and this is super important, and this is something as you get older, you're going to continue to hone your skills in this, is choosing a password. Don't give them such an easy password like 123 ABC. That's way too easy, guys. We want to make it as difficult as possible for online predators to guess our personalized information. Consider 12 to 14 characters. That's ideal length for a really strong password. Use as many kinds of characters as possible. Consider including numbers, symbols, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and punctuation. And always keep your password secret. You don't want to wear a t-shirt that's got your password written across the t-shirt. That's just not smart. Keep it private, guys. My friend Haley is a great tennis player. That can become a really good, solid password if you use a code like MF, H, equals great T, capital P. So I'm rephrasing that sentence in a way that is really difficult to guess. What about this next one? I love singing in the rain every single day. That can become this complicated consortment of different characters. So consider using codes, because hackers, they're going to start with easy stuff, like things that are on your social media accounts that they can easily guess. But consider making a code that's really hard to guess. Oh my gosh, guys, this brings us to the end of Lesson 4. Wow, what a journey. We've learned all about cybersecurity, and today in particular, we distinguish between viruses and malware. We've described the common threats that are used to spread malware and viruses. We've talked about how to perform an antivirus scan on your computer or mobile device, and we've described strong password practices. You can practice cyber safety techniques to protect your computer system on a daily basis. And we've identified security issues related to mobile phones, and we've talked about how to create those strong passwords so it's hard for people to break in. Well, thanks so much for joining us for Part 4. You know what time it is, guys and gals. It's time for KAHOOT! So teachers, please click on the link to moderate the students' KAHOOT game. Students, this is your last opportunity to review before your cybersecurity test. So go to www.kahoot.it to log in to the game with a specialized game code. Thanks so much for joining us for this cybersecurity course from Montfort. I wish you guys the best. Do good on your test, and I'll see you next time. Bye!